Oh, yeah. The bot's working. You know what else is working? Freaking Elgato's working! Oh my gosh, I spent close to an hour trying to... I should have been streaming already. I should have been knee-deep into the story already. But Elgato decided, hey, you know, screw you. That's okay. We're back. We're back. Oh boy, I need a drink after that. Okay. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, Anyway, welcome. Welcome. Finally, we are back with more Ace Attorney. Oh boy. And I bid you a great welcome, Death Dude. You are most welcome here. You can take a seat and we can just start already. Oh yeah, it works great. Alright, I'm gonna have to start from the beginning because I have to basically like reset everything. So I had everything like set up as I usually do. But yeah. This week has not been easy for me. Straight from the prison cell somewhere in Great Britain is the greatest Attorney Chronicles. Okay. I have nothing else to say. I have wasted close to an hour trying to fix this thing, so let's just go straight here. In the last episode, our little pickpocket got arrested for murder. And well, she's not all that cooperative. Oh dear Lord. I didn't notice just how loud it was being. Okay, please tell me if the audio levels are okay, if they're too loud, too soft, because I just noticed that you know the game was coming off really loud, and I really don't want it to be too loud, at least in comparison to everything else. I don't want people's ears being blown out. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to do an audio test myself. Okay, let's see if this is okay. Alright, I think this is fine. Okay, I was just testing just how loud it would get. Sorry if I blew out your ears. Anyway, so we talked to her about everything when we could. So I guess our next stop is... Oh yeah, and for some reason, this girl is our... Let's see. I guess we can't go to St. Sinners today. Now the game is too quiet. Okay, I'm pushing it up a bit. Okay, you tell me if it's too quiet, it's too loud. I am here to, as I say, here to please. Make sure everything is about as good as it can be. I just don't want it to be too loud, too overpowering, if you understand. Okay. Oh my gosh, are you serious right now? Anyway, I think we are going the pawnbroker. Yeah, let's go to the pawnbroker. Yeah. I guess this is our next stop. 16 of April, Windy Banks, pawnbroker. I mean, this is the scene of the crime, so it makes sense for us to come here. Oh dear lord, what happened here? Poor Iris. Iris has, like, essentially, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting her names. Give me a second. Nope, nope. Wrong button, sorry. Okay, so this is our defendant. Well, not defendant, because we haven't formally agreed to become his lawyer, but poor Gina. I mean, Gina is Iris' friend, so it's like, Iris is just devastated right now. This is where it happened then, last night. That's right. The two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place, looking for valuables. But, apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything that had happened. There's no sign of a disturbance. No, you're right about that, actually. In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black. Interesting. Oi! I heard that! Oh, Inspector! Good morning! Passado, thank you for your vigilance last night. I got to the scene with it before I was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the two rows get away, mine. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I thought you assigned extra men to beat around here, Grexy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Your leadership! Oh boy. Well, there goes the... Wait, is Gregson your favorite character? Wait, Gregson or Iris? Because I like them both. They're great. But it's... No one told me you were coming. I expect you take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley. And see, he has the very best medical care. Of course, your leadership. The very best doctors in the capital attended to him as we speak. And I don't think it's Rena's fault the Rugs managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job. Absolutely, your leadership. As you say, ma'am, as you say. What kind of dirt does Iris have on Gregson? That Gregson just... When Iris says something, Gregson just goes, yes, your ladyship, absolutely your ladyship. Like, what kind of dirt would you have on such a person? I see that. The gentleman is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that. Will you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. Oh, wearing manners. Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some refreshing fruit juice. What's wrong with this picture? Gregson? Dear? I like you, man. But, she's 10. I don't care if you're a detective. I will throw you in jail if you even do as much as make a move on her. Just letting you know. Oh, why? Are you... Are you thirsty, Crexy? You could say that. Oh dear lord. I have some special herbal tea with me, if you like some. Excuse me? Oh, lovely. Not very much. That really hit the spot. Your ladyship. That nickname, Grex. Iris is great. I like her. I don't even recognize him like this. Gregson, I think you need to lay off the catnip. Just saying. Anyway, let's talk with you. How's the investigation going, Gregson? So, I just said that. How is the investigation going, Inspector? Nothing to it, really. Very simple cases. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge the driver, that diver we arrested last night, in fact. Gina, you're gonna charge her? That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow. Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me. Oh, your ladyship, as much as I wish to oblige you, I'm afraid. Ah, I see. You've already captured a pair of thugs you broke in here last night, have you? What the? And you're going to put them in the stand as witnesses, are you? How could you? No! How could you possibly know that? Can I switch out Sholmes for Iris? Like Sholmes can stay at home, and I could take Iris out for the. I know, Wendy, I know, but you need to get better. Go and do go go lay down if you're feeling still not feeling 100%. Also, what happened to the commitment you had today? Is it later on? I see. No problems then. Anyway, yeah, I much prefer if I have Iris accompanying me, because she has a better head on her shoulders. Just saying. Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes, but they were rounded up pretty quickly by the last in the bit. Also, yes. And Miss Lestrade is still being held at the prison? Like, seriously? She should be. I was assuming she wasn't lifted the key from the gallery, of course. Come on, man. You got the two responsible dudes and you're just gonna pin the crime on the poor little girl? For shame. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. Well, I know he's been operated on in St. Cedars. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know. I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all. The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. So that's a fair bit of blood. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, poor Iris. I mean, poor Sholmes, but at the same time, poor Iris. It didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know. I guess he is. Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They gotta stop that blooding. But he will be alright, won't he? They will be able to make him better. Of course, your ladyship. He'll be red as rain before you know it. Really? How do you know? I don't know. Because, of course. Yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective. That's why. Gregson? Stop it with the lies. We better pray the doctors have a better scrap of what was needed to make someone well again. It is the early 1900s. Medicine wasn't nearly as good as it is nowadays, so... Yep. Oh dear. Please don't die, Hurley. Report to your leadership the moment I hear he's out of the operating theater. Oh well, at least we have that to look forward to, I guess. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector, but... What? Up with it, Sunshine? What? Sunshine? Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. What's the sauce, honey? I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favoritism. Yeah, and I'm a duck. That's right. You do treat us differently. It's because of those adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories. That's why. Oh. A crop of them, Inspector Tobias Gregson. Oh, well, yes, because you're acquaintance of Hurley's. What did you write about the Inspector, Iris? I don't remember, really. Oh boy, like Sholmes like Iris, don't... Was once a Sholmes like. Gregson is the smartest of the skull like others, is how he put it. Oh, did I write that? Hey, you know what that line did for me? The very next month I paid double! Doubles, I tell you! Oh good, then take us out to dinner or something. Oh, that's amazing. All because everyone in the yard reads them. They read all the Sherlock Holmes stories. They've even set up a fan club for me. You have a fan club? Gregson has a fan club. This guy has... You know what? No. Oh, that's awesome news. That's great news. Okay, a bit of context. Wendy has had a cold and you know, she was taking medication and everything. And we were like, oh, don't worry about it. Fine. I'll shut up. Yeah. Yeah, she was pretty much out yesterday with a cold, so she was taking medicine and stuff. And we were worried that it was actually like COVID, so she took a test. Results came in today. She's in the clear. And I hope so. I mean, as far as I know, she's vaccinated. As am I, of course. As I hope many people are, because, you know, we need to get out of this as soon as possible, and that's the best way, you know, just get the vaccine. But yeah, I'm glad that it's not COVID and your cold is pretty much like leaving you behind. So, I guess there's a bit of good news in this investigation that is very, very, very tough. All in all, congratulations. Maybe one of these days I'll set up. Shh. Come on. Look. Wendy, I know you're kind of a newbie at Ace Attorney. You haven't seen a lot. But if you saw some of the characters in Ace Attorney, I guarantee you'll be intense fans of some of these characters. I guarantee you. As a matter of fact, you know, I should get you the trilogy, the original trilogy, just so you can get a little into it. Actually, that's not such a bad idea. I mean, they're old games, and they show that they're old games, but okay. In that case, Wendy, I will see you later. You can always sit down and lurk if you want to, or you can just, you know, do all the self-care you need. Anyway, let's talk about this fan club. course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me. Can you blame me? All I did was take one bad word from you and Cholmsky. All it takes is one bad word from you and Cholmsky. You could change this tune about me. Gregson? No. The great detective will say he's getting quite overrated these days. Think what will happen to my salary if that came out in print? Huh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I lost worrying about it. I mean, when you have a sweet gig as this... But that would never happen, Gregson. Every month when new Rent's magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn to pay us. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves. Oh my gosh, it's it's like that pair in the previous case where, with the tea and everything, it's just, oh, lovely, so very much. It really hit the spot. Your ladyship. Something tells me he doesn't like teetotal. Well said, Ryunosuke, well said. Oh, yeah, there's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Nodohado. Yes, what is it? I've got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it till now. An important message? I wonder what it could be. Alright, tell me about it. We got an important message. Are you gonna tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side. Your assistant. Oh, here's Susie. Is she alright? She's at the station. She's at the station, is he? Being questioned, I believe? Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? To Lord Stronghurst's office, of course. He summoned her. Oh yeah, she told us about this. Oh, yes, of course, I've forgotten about that. One of the whipstocks took her in our carriage after we finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell her she didn't have to fare for the return journey and go and meet her there. She's got a nerve, using Scotland Yard as a blooming messages service. Man, he's so angry he can make fish and chips just reappear out of thin air. I wish I could do that. Look at that. Angry eating. Angry eating. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry and I already ate. Damn it. I see, well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Why does Susie have to go see the Lordship? Why does Susie have to go see the Lordship Justice? She didn't tell me. But I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice office to fetch her sort of away. Anyway, I do want to present you with this. Okay. Maybe it's not such a good idea, but let me see. Inspector Gregson, could you give me your opinion about this, do you think? We don't tend to share sunshine. Not for the general public. In that case, Gregson, how about some herbal tea? He is ready for the herbal tea. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. You don't mind sharing that then? Well, he's not gonna talk about that. Maybe we should examine this, see if there's anything we can... I'm ready then. Let's see what we can uncover. Oi, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? Can't touch anything in here. Oh, but we were hoping to investigate? This is a crime scene, for Pete's sake. Not touch it. No touch it. What's the problem, Grexy? Bruno's a liar, you know that? Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry, but rules and regulations are on my side. Of course, the visitor have been properly appointed by the accused. That be another matter. The accused. If you could show me some representation, Peppers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around. Okay, so we need to get... Yeah, Bruno, you need to cite some representation papers. It looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. Alright, so we can't shake anything. We just need to figure that out. How to make Gina. Okay, new location has been added. Oh, wrong button, sorry. Okay, so let's go here and see if we can fetch our assistant, our great helper, our Susato. Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you. This line, it's the beginning of something very, very weird. I can feel it in my bones. I just read it and I thought like, oh no, big fat oh no. Big fat yikes feels just from that. So everything is clear with regards to tomorrow's arrangement, I trust? Yes. Thank you very much. I know who these guys... I can tell who these guys are. Yep. There they are. Suzusan and Long Stronghorn. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious. Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your home... What?! What? No. Game, no. You can't do this to me. Not at this point. Wait, what did you say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san! Were those really necessary? Like the those in the back, were those really necessary? Oh, Miss Naruhodo. What was that all about? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague. What's all this about? You were talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Tomorrow. But what about Gina's trial? You mean she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You can't. Just shove this at me. Okay. You can't just... Oh, come on. Miss Susato, what's all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Of course I'm greatly concerned about it. It's you going to Japan. Of course I'm concerned. Your life here can continue just to... That's not what I asked. Exactly. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's falling in... Oh. Oh no! Professor Mikotoba? Oh, it's been a while since I've done this voice. I don't think I remember. If I may. Yes, sorry. Sorry, you must be the defendant. Rinosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, yes, that's right. My name is Yuyin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown, and he seems to grows weaker day by day. Oh no! Susato, I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible. Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. What am I gonna do about Gina's trial, though? So Gina has been charged? She'll have to appear in court? Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. No! Not even 24 hours later? Gina. Oh, the Lestrade girl and the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too transiptious case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. Something about all that you just said doesn't sound right. No, they are as overstressed as it is. Without wasting time of these open and shut cases. It's not wasting time. Gina would never do something like that. Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes, Longstrongheart. In deference to your fine services today, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child to my office. Leave now. Eek. Strongheart, like... Wow, you are like... that kind of person there. Of course, Lord Strongheart. Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. Here's the thing. If you make Gina... and it's always just... okay, it's just like saying, might as well throw me in the clink and throw away the keys. So if I'm saying, yeah, I did it, whatever. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. You are not wrong, but also it's not the right position to have. We have far more serious matters we wish to contend. Serious matters? Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday. Thank you, Mr. Sato. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. Okay, time to leave, I guess. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me. Right, there's just one thing, real quick, which is Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her? A timely suggestion. Sorry? The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair. She may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused only needs to sign the relevant paperwork and the defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? Why would she do that? Question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison. Okay, yes, thank you. Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. Okay, so he's not against us defending Gina. It's just that Gina herself has said no to representation. Oh, what a day. Gina charged with murder. Susato-san's about to leave. Susato, what am I gonna do tomorrow in trial without you? Please! Good cell phones, come immediately. I just need, She's gonna be in, how are we gonna do this? Come, Mr. Naruto, Iris. We must make haste. But Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Do you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruto's usual assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Thank you, Mr. Sato. That's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Oh. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go! If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. Okay. So, a lot of horrible stuff. Oh my gosh. This case just gets heavier and heavier. What are we gonna do? Anyway, we need to talk to Gina. Gina, please. Hello again, Gina. Sorry about that. What are you allowed here for now? To have the muscle that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously. I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition in that thing, don't I? Look! You can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. What? I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Farewell? Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris, so miserable. Susie. Well, that ain't my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruto believe you to be innocent, Gina. They put their faith in you. But somehow, you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you. Oh, laying on the guilt trip? Very thick. A very thick layer right there. Oh, what? It's my fault? Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they invested in you. Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. Wow, Susato is stone cold. Holy hell. She's not even saying, please let us represent you. It's like, just tell us off. Definitively. And we'll never come back here again. We will never even attempt to contact you. Even if you somehow end up innocent and you can leave. And you can leave, be a free woman, do whatever you want. We will never bother you ever again. Damn, Susato! Wrong button. What are you talking about? What you expect me to do, huh? You told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths. Oof, 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 oof. What about what you said before, Ginny? You said something about your unforgivable lies. You must tell Mr. Naruhado and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't. Whatever these lies are, there's obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but... is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? I knew it! Every case is connected in one way or another, and they're converging into this final case for this game. Well, this game. This collection has 2 games, so just you know. The one in which Magnus McGilder was acquitted. The case of the mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about? Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. Excuse me, what? Okay, give me a second. Okay. I think I need to lay down. I need to lay down for a second. Okay. I'm just trying to go back to her to the case, to her testimonies and stuff, and figuring out what were her lies precisely, because I'm pretty sure a lot of what she said led to us to the conclusion that McGilder was acquitted. Oh dear. Will you tell us about it now? Oh boy. So, what's the deal with the trial? This trial, come on. Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got all of me and shoved me into the witness stand. And based on your testimony, Miss Margilda was declared innocent. Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff. I knew it. What sort of thing did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat at night. Oh, was it it? I was pitch black in that little cubby hole. I didn't see a thing. And then... thud. I heard a loud thud. Like someone falling on the floor. And that's where Mr. McGilder discovered you? Yeah. But... pulled me off from under the seat and set me next to the dead man. There wasn't much light to see by, but when I look at my hands, I had the cop's blood all over him. Your hands were covered in blood. Oh dear Lord. I was so scared. I couldn't even speak. You had his blood on your hands? So, in other words, it was Gina that the witnesses on the roof's deck saw through the skylight. Oh no. Ow. Ow. Sorry. Oh crap. Then Mr. McGilda started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were, why were you hiding under the seat? Yeah, he did. Only, that's not all. What do you mean? I mean, he threatened me. He threatened you. Oh my gosh. Ah, why? Why am I not surprised knowing who McGilda is? Threatened you how? It made me swear. About what I seen and what I had. About what? What he was going to do after the Coles was found dead. It made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scalp it before the cops showed up. Oh my gosh. So, Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. Remember, McGilda is dead. Even though his imprint is everywhere on this case, and he's still kicking about in our minds. He's dead. He has nothing on you anymore. What you saw, what you heard, everything. What you saw, what you heard, and everything else. All right. Okay. You say McGilda made you swear not to tell anybody about what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you? Yes, with McGilda sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true. But it was when I heard the thought at the curve of it in the fall. I let a little scream see. Couldn't help it. McGilda out and dragged me up by the mirror. That's when I saw it. It was on the roof next to the floor next to the old geezer who would have been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. A disc? A disc? Do you mean? Yeah, that's it. The one with the one with the D took off me at the window banks. So the music box this was there on the floor of the omnibus. Not for long. McGilda spotted straight away. He picked out some artists and stuffed it in his inside pocket. So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder. And the buck story told me. I went to mutter a word to it to no one. Okay, so he saw the disc. Because he was talking to the seat of the cab. He was straining me ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin. Presumably that was McGilda entering the report. Nah, not only him. Oh? Because I definitely could make out the footsteps of 2 people. Okay. In that case, it would seem likely that it was McGilda and the victim. Mr. Thrice Fire Mason. In his testimony during the trial, McGilda claimed he slept during the carriage ride. Oh, McGilda. But with everything in the carriage, and take it with a fierce darkness, and I was succumb to it. And your own testimony, Gina, supported this. All I could hear was the Irishman snorting. Sorry. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them were asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time, in low voices. What? What were they talking about? Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilda and the victim knew each other. I mean, of course they did. The victim owed McGilda some money. So we could easily assume that McGilda was talking to him about his debt. That's at least something I can infer, because neither the victim nor McGilda are alive to tell us, so. So McGilda was lying, as I suspected. What about after the event, though? I knew it was gonna take long before someone raised the alarm and the block had been killed. Yes, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So when the cab came to a stop, McKillo told me to eye back onto the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The two cabs swam up. The top rang off to get the cab house. Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. Right. And after the gun, McGilda asked the driver to do him a favor. A favor? Now then, fella. What I need you to do is take this gold of mine and deposit it for the needed pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now. I give you 10 guineas. Wow! A nearby pawnbroker. You mean on Baker Street? Yep, you got it. He was Windy Banks. The girl just snapped at the money and ran off to pop this cut as fast as it could. So, then there was no one left in the cottage. McGill opened up the box under the seat and let me out of there, but not without conditions. I see. So let's talk about those conditions, though. AKA, you know, we already know. Sworn to secrecy. Was there anything else, though? Oh my gosh. This case. It's giving me goosebumps. What would be McKillow's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean. Not telling us all. Not for anything. About what I say and what I heard. And there was something else as well. There's more? Yeah. This is the most important thing, he said. I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand of mine, with some small change in his hand. Nothing. Did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? At all? You asked him to go pop the whistle, right? Aye. The fiend's taking me over to deposit with a pawnbroker hereabouts. And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? What? You want me to have the ticket? That's right. And I'll come fetch it from you later. Sometime within the next 2 months. You have to hang it to it till then. Is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it. Alright then. And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you have to go to the pawn shop with the bag, so it is. And you have to extend the loan that for the 2 months is up. If you forget, Yarko will be forfeited and any old fiend will come along to buy it. But I ain't got that kind of brass. Here's £5. That should be enough. Do we understand each other, lads? Don't try anything funny now. If you go against me... Yeah, I got it. Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt. The coppers? Aye. Look, I'm asking you to take stand in court to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it you might say? And what is it that you want? Gilded, you are so shrewd, so conniving, so utterly evil. After he got over it all, I piked it. Got as far away from that as I could. He hid in the pawnbroker's ticket and some bushes near the stone, you see? I went to fetch it the next day, once it got dark. So McGilded planned it, and coerced Jaina into giving false testimony. My gosh. This McGilded! I guess I wasn't wrong. McGilded's presence is still, throughout all this, I don't know if you can call him the big bad of this whole thing, but he is definitely, his presence is definitely stinking up the whole case. He's just the whole joint. Oh my gosh. McGill dead. I can't have him. Oh my gosh. I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? Alright. The big old courtroom. I saw some corkers. The thing is, he said he would make it so he wouldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he threatened me with. What a wicked man. What a wicked man. He knew everything was sent in the back slums. He knew we have no one to look after us. And he was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Miss Mercina would have, in an orbit, it had a lot of us chased out of where we wanted. And then, where would have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have no choice. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything. But, I'm for it now. Go on, admit it. You must believe it. Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. Favor? What? Send the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. Oh, Ryunosuke. You can be surprisingly sweet sometimes. If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up paper later. But we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Jones was shot, you see. What? Riley's having a big operation right now, Jenny. Is it bad? Is it gonna be alright? Jones is gonna be alright, right? That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Jones' sake, as much as anything. Right. So what you're saying is, if I signed a bit of paper, everyone's happy. Is that it? Something like that? Mr. Sato? Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here. I'm sorry to do this to you, Gina, but we need to investigate. Even if it's not for your sake, we still want to investigate. I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing. Poor Jeannie. She seems so lonely. Well, we got the representation papers. Paperwork signed by Gina to put me in charge of her defense. Showing this to Scotland Yard, detectives gains us access to the crime scene. Good. Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene of Winterbanks now. Freaking finally, though. Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Jeannie when we're down here. Yeah, I mean, if we can bring her something warm to eat. I feel like I finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us from investigating the Winterbanks. Although something tells me he's not gonna be happy about it. Ooh, intriguing. Well, that is the case. That is the chapter. Intriguing as always. Love it. Very lovely. Woo. Oh, I want to take like 5 minutes to stand to stretch. And I will be right back. Actually, I want to do something before we can. Okay, first of all, go back to intermission. Okay, let's do something real quick. Boop. Okay. Oh boy. Hmm. All right. Let me do something real quick. Okay. Yeah, this was an interesting case, and I am. Okay, let's see if it plays. There we go. Let's see. All right. Let me just. All right. I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'll see you later. Okay, I just took a couple of minutes and I think I am Back in business. Alright. Alright. Shall we continue with this game? Okay, I'll give it a couple more minutes. I am... Okay. There's something there that wasn't there before, and you know it. You can see that. Let me just zoom in there. Oh, no, 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 wait. That's a doll. That's... Okay, no, no, sorry. That was a doll. That's... Okay. No, that's okay. We're good. Alright, let's just continue. That's just a doll that was there. I'm an idiot. So, here we are again at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust Dill's representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please? What is it now? We should go home and get some rest. Here you are, Gregson. Your representation papers. Your ladyship. Sorry, give me a second. Oh! Dude, we do miracles here. I don't believe. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragged patch inside that? I salute you. That is good work. That is.
I can see you've been very busy here as well. How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
Gluck, 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 of course. Oh, lovely. Well, let's see now. Oh, yes, I hardly feel tired. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship. Wow. I wonder. On the 56s. He knows what I want. You know, I'm looking at something I want to do. And I think I might do this real quick. Because you're gonna hear some things, sorry. Would it be alright if we investigated this in the crime then? Do what you please. You know where it happened. Through the door behind the counter. Yep, where the creepy doll is. Just guarding. Ah yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windybank. And Gina. Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then. Will you be investigating the storeroom as well, Inspector? If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it. But there are so many articles to go through. It's taking forever, even the lad's working with the clock. Which is a problem, because there's another case and the yard needs to investigate urgently. That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before. So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine.
Come then. Let us not waste any time.
Alright. So, I'm going to... I need to do this. I need to examine. But what I'm going to do, unfortunately, is I'm going to stop... No. Do not. We save before we go into the title. There we go. Oh boy, I was about to... Okay. So, there is something I want to do, and I want to see if I can actually work around... Yeah, that looks weird. Oh. Oh, that's why I look weird. Ha. I'm an idiot. Yep. Okay. Alright. Come on. Please work. Oh. Well, what I wanted to do is going to take a little bit longer, that's for sure. All right.